We're actually going to talk about being a wing girl to a guy, not a girl. And I'm joined by Marni Kinris. She's the original wing girl. You're creator of the wing girl method. Yeah. You have hundreds of thousands of clients, men who are trying to get out there and date. So first of all, I don't think a lot of our viewers are very familiar with what the wing girl method is. Quickly, can you summarize it for me?
So I teach men how to understand women so they can attract, date, seduce, and get any woman they want without being a jerk.
So how did you come upon this? This is not exactly the most natural career path for a smart, accomplished person.
Oh, thank you. The same way most people start their businesses. I was drunk, and I was at a singles mixer, and I made a joke about being a wing girl. I posted an ad on Craigslist, and over 75 people responded by the next morning. So I just started.
To be clear, a wing girl for a guy.
Yeah, for a guy. I posted an ad saying, what better way to attract bees than with honey? Let me do the dirty work for you. I will approach women. I will be your wing girl. Hire me. And I had tons of guys respond.
Yes,
yeah.
I mean, that's a very catchy ad. Yes. I would respond too, just out of curiosity. So why did you do this? I mean,
Why did I do this?
Yeah, because you said you started it on a whim, essentially, right?
Yeah, as a joke. Well, I've been a wing girl for my guy friends for my entire life. I've always been friends with guys, and they were amazing guys in front of me. I was attracted to them. I thought they were awesome. They were funny. They were super successful. But as soon as they would go out, I would watch them with other girls that they were attracted to or that they wanted to date. And they just became different versions of themselves. So I would teach them how to be the guy that they were in front of me, in front of girls, by educating them on what goes on inside our minds.
So what are the top 5 or 7 or 10 tips for the guys watching out there?
5 or 7.
However many you want to give us. Give us a free lesson.
Okay, a free lesson. The main thing that guys have trouble with is talking to women. So I always tell them it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. So if 10 guys were lined up in front of me and they were all saying the exact same thing, I would feel something different from each of them. It's not like a magic attraction line that they can spit out of their mouths. If they're not saying it correctly, or the person behind the statement, then it's not going to be effective. Something else that guys do is they have grand intentions when they're approaching, which stops them from approaching. So they see a cute girl and they think, oh, I'm too fat, I'm too bald, I'm too poor, she doesn't want to be bothered, I'm going to be annoying, I don't know whatever all these excuses are that are in their head. I tell them to drill back their intentions. Because a lot of guys look at a girl and think, okay, I'm going to approach her, we're going to talk, she's going to be attracted, I'm going to ask for her number, we're going to go on all these things that are a big picture. So I help them drill back their intentions. That instead, they look at a girl and say, oh, she's cute. Let's see if she's interesting as well. And then you go with that intention. And then I have tons of exercises and methods on teaching guys how to actually have a great conversation, how to open up and share rather than probing women with questions. Because I'm sure you've had that happen before, where a guy approaches you and just asks question after question after question.
It's called the interview.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not attractive.
It's so unattractive.
But it's hard when you're nervous.
Absolutely. So I teach guys how to not be nervous.
So practicing in the mirror?
Practicing in the mirror, practicing in the streets. One of my first exercises in my product called How to Become a Man Women Want is about approaching 10 people every single day. Not women, people. Because most likely, if you can't approach a 75-year-old guy sitting on a park bench, and
you're not dating?
Yeah. No, if you can't approach him, you're not going to be able to approach a girl that you want to potentially date, sleep with, whatever. That's going to be even more pressure on you. So you start off by approaching 10 people every single day, and you work your way up. And I have all the steps in my method of how to do that, but that gets you over your approach anxiety. You stop having fear of rejection, because then by the very end, you just kind of say, so what? I'm going after what I want, and I know how to do these things. I'm not afraid of rejection anymore.
So how much does this cost? It sounds like a great idea, but I bet it's a little bit expensive?
No, it's actually not. So I have a lot of products that are on my site so that men can do this on their own, and then they get email coaching with me while they're going through the system so that I'm there by their side. That's why I work with hundreds of thousands of men, because they're all over the world downloading my products.
So what's the price? What's the cost, say, per month?
$77, and then they can do email coaching for $99 on top of that.
$99 for how long?
For however long they want. So if they want to sign up and they want to ask me one question, they're 5 months into the system and they're dating tons of girls, because usually they are by that point, and they want to know, how do I balance dating multiple girls? What do I say when a woman says, are you dating other women? I can give them that information. I'm their virtual wing girl, so I can help them for every situation.
Who's your biggest competitor?
I actually don't see anybody as a competitor. There's tons of people who are in my space, but actually we work together a lot. I do a lot of online marketing. That's my niche that I'm a part of. It's dating coaching and online marketing or informational marketing. So I have tons of people who work in my community, and we're affiliates for one another. We promote one another, and we make money off of one another, which is really nice.
Ultimate question I have to ask you, have there been any marriages that have resulted?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my God, one of the first guys, I'll tell you, this is my favorite story. His name is, well, I won't say his name, but he was 32 years old. He's a refrigerator repairman. He was adorable. He rode motorbikes on the weekend. He had absolutely no clue about how to interact with women. I worked with him once, like one-on-one live, and then we did email coaching as a follow-up, and then 3 months later he met this girl. He told me about her, said she was wonderful. He approached her because he was never able to approach, and then a year and a half later I got invited to his wedding, and I met her, and she was just like the most wonderful girl, and they were great together. Yeah.
Impressive. Well,
Thank
it's
you.
great to meet you. Thanks for coming on. I'm sure our male viewers certainly appreciate the free lesson.
For sure.
Marni Kinrys, she's the original wing girl, creator of the Wing Method. You can check out her website, winggirlmethod.com. She's also on Twitter, as everyone is, at winggirlmethod. This might be useful for your weekend plans, an extra date night on the books.
For sure.
So, thank you so much for
you.
coming on.